I'm so proud of this film. I was so proud of the first film. I was so grateful we got to make a second. Now we have, and it's really good, and now we finally get to show the world. And I love that we can do that in London right now.
The thing that makes Shazam so special is the heart that's at the center of the plot. The focus on family, as well as these fantastical plot lines that have to do with fantasy realms, but then you have these real world issues like imposter syndrome and all these things that kids really deal with, and the foster system and disabilities and bullying. It's a really amazing film, and I think this movie ups the ante with 3 powerful, hot goddesses, and it's really, really wonderful.
I mean, it's the wish fulfillment aspect, you know. It's a kid who gets to become an adult superhero. It's like the dream of every kid in the world, and we get to live that through the character, you know.
It's so refreshing to see a superhero, I think, who actually wants to go out and save the world, rather than begrudgingly get up and put their suit on and be like, I gotta go do this again. He's like a kid and he's so excited about it. I mean, wow, isn't that a breath of fresh air?
Well, it feels absolutely amazing, grand, and again, the second time around, coming back as the wizard, and of course, my champion mishandled the power, and then I had to come to save the day. So, yeah.
Well, I felt honored to be amongst the goddesses of Helen, Mirren, and Rachel Zegler. I have to say that it's been such this experience has been incredible. I don't know that we're going to be on the red carpet again like this, so I'm just cherishing every moment.
I know, my London. I am a Londoner born and bred, so it's fantastic to be here. I've never done a big Leicester Square opening before. I don't think that I can remember. And these openings got bigger and bigger and bigger, haven't they? So it's almost like being at the Oscars, I have to say. It's really great.
Oh my God, it's surreal. I can't believe we're finally here, and I feel like we made something that's really special, and I have such an amazing cast, and everyone's so incredible, so it's surreal. I think because he's a kid. I mean, he's a kid at heart, and it's not a superhero that's dreading about saving the world. Like, he's excited, he's giddy about it, and I think that's a refreshment to the superhero genre.
You're finally in London, showing the world this film. Just sum up how you're feeling right now.
Elated, truly. I'm so proud of this film. I was so proud of the first film. I was so grateful we got to make a second. Now we have, and it's really good. And now we finally get to show the world. And I love that we can do that in London right now.
What was the prep like to get back into that suit?
I try to maintain the weight that I had put on for the first film as best I could. So I did that. Like 5,000 calories a day. It's a lot of food. Lots of working out. But, jumping back into the suit was pretty easy peasy. It's a dream job.
And was it a dream job working with your new best friend, Helen Mirren?
Absolutely. It was. She's just the coolest. As is Lucy Liu and Rachel Zegler, our trifecta of awesome ladies that came in to play these goddesses. They were just so fantastic on screen and off.
What's the best thing about being Shazam?
Oh, I get paid to be a child. There's not a better job than people literally don't tell them this. No, it's really hard, and I work really hard. I get to be a kid and goof off and be silly, and it's got so much heart. I love characters that have a lot of heart, and I love all of them.
Let's go back to when you were a little boy. Would you believe that you're now a superhero?
Yeah. I think that's why I am now. I never let go of it. I manifested this all the way from when I was 4. I'm an actor. I always dreamed about being an actor, and always dreamed about being a superhero, and I'm both.
And how does this film vary from other superhero films out there? Because there's a lot.
There are. Well, listen, most superheroes are very serious adults, and they should be. The world is constantly in peril in the comic books. So I appreciate they're taking it all very seriously. I happen to be a teenager inside, so it's immediately different because it's more of a kid's story. It's like Peter Parker's Spider-Man almost. There's an innocence to it. There's not a cynicism as much, and there's lots of heart in this, and family and adventure, all of it.
I absolutely love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shazam. Yeah.
Lucy in the film business. Hey babe, what was it like being a goddess? Just tell me how good that was.
Well, I felt honored to be amongst the goddesses of Helen Mirren and Rachel Zegler. I have to say that it's been such this experience has been incredible. I don't know that we're going to be on the red carpet again like this, so I'm just cherishing every moment.
And what about what makes this different, this film, from other superhero
movies? I think it's just an incredible version of the first one, which had so much heart and it was so much fun. But we sort of upped the action a little bit, and instead of superhero against superhero, it's goddess. So Greek mythology always has that drama and that power, so that makes it exciting.
How would you describe Shazam in one sentence?
In one sentence? Fantastical.
And Helen says that you and Rachel are now sisters.
We are sisters for life. That was the biggest treat about this whole experience, honestly. Just being together, and knowing that we're going to be friends forever. We have a text chain that we connect on all the time, and we check in with each other. And this is why this moment is just going to be historic for me.
Oh, lap it up, you deserve it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all of it. Thank you so much.
How does it feel showing the world this film finally?
Oh my God, it's surreal. I can't believe we're finally here, and I feel like we made something that's really special, and I have such an amazing cast, and everyone's so incredible, so it's surreal.
What makes Shazam different from other superhero films?
I think because he's a kid. He's a kid at heart, and it's not a superhero that's dreading about saving the world. Like, he's excited, he's giddy about it, and I think that's a refreshment to the superhero genre.
I love that. What about the whole cast, though? What was the vibe on set?
Like a big happy family. We do everything together. It's amazing. It's really special.
Was there anything offset that you did that you kind of vibed together? You had a little bit of team building going on?
We go to Zach's pool parties. He throws the best pool parties, so it's so much fun.
And did you expect it to be as fun as it was?
Yes. We had so much fun the first movie, so the second movie I anticipated the same thing, and it was everything and more.
What was the best thing about being in this film?
Getting to work alongside Helen Mirren, Rachel Zegler, Lucy Liu. People that I look up to and whose work is so profound and who are such genuine humans. So, it's amazing.
I love that. Just finally, why should people see Shazam?
You should see Shazam because it's the best superhero movie out there. If you like comedy, you like kid teenage superhero family, then go see the movie. It's great.
I've got my real life best friends and I've got my on-screen best friends who are also my real life best friends. I am the luckiest girl alive.
Oh, I'm talking about luckiest girl alive. Can you believe that you're doing what you're doing?
No, I think if I ever start to think that this is normal, you have to punch me, okay? You have to promise me that.
Did you ever think that you'd be a goddess?
No. Like, I never thought that I'd be any of the things that I am. A professional at anything. Snow White. Just a goddess in a movie, it's insane. So I feel very, very blessed.
Your best friend is now Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren.
Yes.
Is that stuff that dreams are made of?
It is, and they are the best, and I hope that they think the same thing about me, because dear God.
They definitely do.
Good.
Talk to me about the fact that this film is different from other superhero film, and why is it so different?
The thing that makes Shazam so special is the heart that's at the center of the plot. The focus on family, as well as these fantastical plot lines that have to do with fantasy realms, but then you have these real world issues like imposter syndrome and all these things that kids really deal with, and the foster system and disabilities and bullying. It's a really amazing film, and I think this movie ups the ante with 3 powerful, hot goddesses, and it's really, really wonderful.
How would you describe it in a sentence, if you could?
It's what dreams are made of. That's what I would say.
In regards to the outfits,
Yeah.
just how good did it feel having that on?
When you put it on, you kind of just start holding yourself differently, and you're like, I am a goddess, it's true. And the people will part for me to walk through, and that's actually how it works. Because I had the best of both worlds. I had to wear high school costume too, and everybody thought I was one of the crew members when I was wearing my high school outfit.
And what about the fact that, you are representing women on this huge stage? Does that feel good?
It's really amazing. It's not often that you get to have days where you work with women. It's not often that you get to be on a set where there are so many women. So I don't take it for granted, and I know that Helen and Lucy didn't either, and those 2 women in particular are just so special. So.
You're finally here in London. How does it feel at this special screening?
Wow.
Just describe it to me.
It's kind of a dream. I don't know if it's sunk in yet. It's pretty crazy. I'm honestly just glad that we finished this movie and now people can see it. It's kind of I can finally breathe.
Believe it, baby.
Yeah.
Right then, Freddie, talk me through him. What best describes him?
Well, he walks with a crutch. That's one thing. He's funny. He's a goofball of a character. Yeah, but he's a neurotic little creature, and he's so much fun to play. I relate to him probably way too much.
What should we learn from Fury of the Gods?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess the importance of family and loyalty and sticking together and fighting for the greater good against evil. Take that home with you.
And what makes this different from other superhero films?
Well, I mean, it's so refreshing to see a superhero, I think, who actually wants to go out and save the world, rather than begrudgingly get up and put their suit on and be like, I gotta go do this again. He's like a kid and he's so excited about it. Wow, isn't that a breath of fresh air?
I love that. What about what fun you had on set? Any fun stories for me?
Every day was like a fun story. I had a lot of fun with Helen, I'll say that. We got up to some mischief, and, well, let's just say I got in a lot of trouble on set from the AD, and it was all her fault.
Did she teach you the British ways, tea, scones,
yeah.
fish and chips?
Yeah, she got me hooked on so many scones. No, but she did teach me to be ladylike, and she gave me her own little cotillion training.
Drinking a tea like that?
Yes, with the pinky up.
Good. And what about describing this film for me in one sentence?
One sentence. It will blow your socks off. I feel confident with that.
Very good.
Okay, that's a good.
So let's talk about the fact that you are now showing the world this film in your very own London town.
I know, my London. I am a Londoner born and bred, so it's fantastic to be here. I've never done a big Leicester Square opening before. I don't think that I can remember. And these openings got bigger and bigger and bigger, haven't they? So it's almost like being at the Oscars, I have to say. It's really great.
Why did you say yes to being a goddess then?
I said yes, actually I did. I said yes to Shazam because I'd seen the first Shazam and loved it. I thought it was charming, and I'm not a big superhero type of movie thing, but Shazam I found was funny and had great heart. So I was very happy to be asked to be in the second one. And then when they said goddess, fine, yes, I'll do it, absolutely.
Talking of goddesses, what was it like being with Lucy and Rachel?
Oh, fantastic. We bonded immediately. It's funny, we're completely different ages, from different backgrounds, everything, but there was chemistry there, and there still is. And, we love each other, and we're real sisters, and we will stay sisters forever, I think.
So lovely. What about getting stuck in with this one? Was it nice to be action-packed?
Yes, great. I've never done a film. I've done action sequences in films. I've never done a whole fight sequence. So, that was fun to experience what that is like, the stunt coordinators and how it's all worked out. It's fantastic.
And it's funny, how would you describe the film to me in a sentence?
Oh, Shazamulous.
Just tell me how it feels right now to be here.
Well, it feels absolutely amazing, grand, and again, the second time around, coming back as the wizard, and of course, my champion mishandled the power, and then I had to come to save the day. So, yeah.
Well, you mentioned the wizard. Just describe him to audiences.
Well, he's an ancient wizard who bestowed his powers onto the champion, and the champion who, of course, as you know, the powers, the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, and Zeus, Achilles, Atlas, and the speed of Mercury. Obviously, they somewhat mishandled that, and so they called onto the wizard to come back and save the day. So.
What power do you wish you had from the wizard?
Well, I wish to have all of them, all that the wizard stands for, all that Shazam stands for, because you need all that to save the world.
Describe Shazam the film to me in one sentence. Can you do that?
Dysfunctional family, but a true sense of what one would wish to see as a family. Of course, we oftentimes think about family as your blood-related, family, but it's not. Your true family is what you make of, in this world, and the people you associate yourself, you choose to be around. So that's your true family.
Lovely, thank you. And thank you for wearing your wizard cape today.
Thank you, all right.
What makes Shazam different from all the other superhero films? Let's go straight in with the jugular there.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's the wish fulfillment aspect. It's a kid who gets to become an adult superhero. It's like the dream of every kid in the world, and we get to live that through the character.
Yeah, tell us about the cast and how fun they were, because it looked like such a ball on set.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit too much. You kind of have to sort of wrangle everyone and make them all sort of pay attention, because it's a big cast. We got 6 superheroes, they're kid versions. We have the 3 gods and monsters, and it's a lot.
Talk me through Jack. He told me that he was misbehaving on set and it was Helen's fault.
Sure. Yeah, so Helen wasn't in the first movie, though, and he was kind of misbehaving on that one, too. So, yeah, I don't know about that.
Talk to me about Helen. She's a British icon. What was it like just having her presence?
It's such an honor, and to me, it's intimidating, because I'm supposed to direct her, and it's like, what am I going to tell her about acting, No, so it wasn't much directing being done, to be honest. It was just like, you do you, and it's going to be awesome.
You do you, hun. I like that.
Yeah.
And Zachary, why does he make the perfect Shazam?
Because he's a big kid, That's the way he is. I mean, that's how you make your job easy as a director. You cast people who are their parts, and then you can just focus on the technical stuff and all the other stuff around it.
And why should people see this then? What's your message for people to go and see this in the cinema?
We were able to go bigger and do a lot of cool stuff. There's monsters and dragons and unicorns, and there's everything in this movie.
And can you describe it to me in one sentence?
God's very angry, want their powers back. Yeah.
Shazam.
Shazam, yeah.